Can you believe it? It is Sunday again. Well, I have completed 1 week of work this week and now I'm moving into week 2, but it's Scraplift Crafternoon time right now. So I'm playing along with Tara and the crew and we're scraplifting Nicole Santos this week. We have done her before, but she is a favourite of the team. So here is my collection that I am using. So sorry about that computer there being in the way, but I am multitasking as I'm creating. So I have collected a few items that I want to use on this layout today. I've got 2 sticker sheets here. I have this beautiful tag sheet here, and I have this wood grain one, which is going to be my base. So it's a pretty clean and simple scrap lift today. I really wanted to incorporate these tags. They are from Simple Stories. They are just really pretty. And I'm going to use that red gingham. I'm going to use this one with the clock on it because I really like that. And I'm turning the other one over to do my journaling on so that I have the 3 tags just as Nicole had in her layout. Now I am going to punch my holes in because I'm going to weave my string through it to tie them together, and that's where I'm personalizing it, putting that through the holes. I'm just going to distress each of these up just to add some texture. So I'm using my Tim Holtz distressing tool here, and I'm just going to scuff it up a little bit. I don't want it too much, but I do want it to have a little bit of texture to it. As I said, it's a pretty simple, clean layout. So anything I can do to add that little bit extra, I just will along the way. So I'm going to use aged mahogany here, and I'm just going to ink up the edges just to define them a little bit more because that wood grain is so distinct in the background. You know me, I can't do a plain white background, so I did go with my wood grain and I'm happy with that. But I'm just adding in that distressed mahogany. I'm going to go around the edges of the layout as well, just so I can finish it off nice and neat. You know, I like my edges to be defined. So using distress ink is a great way of doing that. It especially a deep color like this aged mahogany. I'm also going to use it to put in some mixed media in behind where the spray of embellishing is going to happen. Just that little bit more interest. She had paint sprays and sequins in hers. I'm not using sequins on mine. I am going to put in that ink spray with that distress ink through the stencil. And on the tag that I said was my journaling, I'm just going to write about the event. It was myself and my husband at this stage in that photo down at Bowral at the Floral Festival. I wanted to see that, and it was so lucky it fell on my birthday last year, so I made that happen. And I was just saying that, you know, despite the fact that he doesn't like getting in photos, I've been making my husband get in photos a little bit more because, you know, it will matter one day. So I'm just going to cut off this little tag here because I'm going to put that in to the side of the photo as Nicole has, and that's just going to add another little feature to the layout. I'm just going to layer up my tags to the left and right, and then I put in my journaling. Now my photo is bigger than the one that Nicole used, and that's okay because I'm going to tuck mine in underneath because I've got a lot of dead space to the side, and I just really don't want to focus on all that dead space. So, but it is part of the photo, so it's really strange to explain. Now on the right hand side of the photo there are people in the background that I really don't want to see. They're not related to me. They're not they were just people in the background at the gardens. So what I'm doing is I'm going to fussy cut with my blade around the outside of this clock, and that's going to then sit over that photo there like that and cover up those people and just bring the photo into the design a little bit more. So I like how that has worked out for this layout. Now I'm going to put in my little extra tag that you saw me cut, and I'm going to slide that in there beside the photo, and that's just going to be like a little fake pull tab. Now I'm going to use some stickers, which you know I don't generally use stickers. I'm not a sticker person, but these ones from Photo Play and Simple Stories I thought I would be able to use, and I put that little bush down there with the gate fence, but I end up removing that. I have this banner one because Nicole has that on hers, so that's where I removed that stencil, that sticker. That's really not doing it for me. I found this little banner here, which is more the colors, and I just like it just that little bit more. I'm just having a look. I need some more butterflies. I was contemplating the dragonfly, but I put that back, and I end up just going with the butterflies. And I'm going to, so that they touch and that banner's not just hanging in space like it doesn't belong there. I'm going to put down this word here, happiness, as part of my title. And I'm just going to find the correct spot for it, and it's just going to hang here above the banner, and that banner is now like a landing spot for it. And that is all coming together nicely. So I'm just going to move this one down so it's not in the middle of nowhere, and then I just keep adding and building as I go. So I did put a sticker down near the word happiness, and it says radiate, which is pretty good because I was pretty happy that day because A, I was doing something that I liked, and B, we were all having a really nice time as a family. So that's always nice to do as well. So here's where I'm going to differ a little bit, but it's not that much of a differ. It's just something that ties it together, I think. And I'm using my 3 different strands of color here, and I've got a pink, a brown, and a white, and that's picking up all the colors in the layout. And I'm going to thread it through my tags loosely. I'm going to drag it in behind the butterfly, so I will lift the butterfly here, and I'm just loosely looping it so that it comes across the layout, and then it falls in loops around. And what I'll do is I'll go in with my glue, and I will adhere it to places so that it will hold and just sit nicely on the layout, but look loose and flowy. So I like how this is built up on the top of the layout. I think that adds a little bit of something extra to it. So that's that part done. Now I will make a confession here, people. When I come towards the end, you'll know me. I just have to do a little bit more, but I actually ended up doing a little bit more off screen. I didn't do it on screen, but you'll see it in the close-ups. So I'm just going to add the date here down onto that tag with my date stamper, and I'm sitting there contemplating. You can see me really struggling because I'm thinking, is it enough? It's not enough. I've got to do something more. So I get my ink and I add some water, and I get my fan brush and I add some splatters just as Nicole had on hers. I like these because they dry subtle. They're not big bold splashes, but they are noticeable. When you see the close-ups, you will see them. I'm going to clean that up so it doesn't leak onto the layout, and then I'm going to use Rudolph's nose in the Nouveaux, and they're going to go in my points. But before I do that, I'm going to add buttons. Now there are buttons on Nicole's, and that ties in for a little bit of a shabby chic feel to the layout, and it's also using up some of those buttons that you see that I have masses and masses of. I have 3 giant jars like this full of buttons. So when they were all the thing that you did back in the early 2000s, where buttons were what we used to create and decorate with. So I'm just choosing 3 in the colors of the layout so that they are complementary to the colors and that they are building up those clusters around. I'm just going to adhere those in place with my glue. Oh, it's so hot here in Australia today. Like, I'm filming this a little bit early. Saturday I filmed it, it was like 38 degrees. I'm voiceovering it today, Sunday, and it's still muggy as, and we've just had a massive thunderstorm. So as I said, I'm using my Rudolph nose Nouveaux here, and I'm going to put those into the 3 strategic points to develop that visual triangle. And I'm loving how this has turned out. I like that I went with the wood grain. I like that I've used those bigger tags because they match the bigger photo, and I just like the stacking that has happened. However, you know me, I'm looking at it and I'm contemplating, is that finished? I don't know. Oh, I'm resisting the urge here. I'm saying, yes, I'm going to let it happen. I'm going to let it be. And that's pretty much the only thing I'm going to do is add in some wordy bits. One at the top says memories like these, and then I add in another one here underneath the banner, and it says choose happy. So I've added in a little bit more. I can't help myself. I can't just let it sit. I have to just keep adding a little bit more. So I really do like how this is going, except this butterfly wing, it's annoying me. So I'm going to put a 1mm foam tape underneath its wing to make it stick better because of the string that is going in underneath it, and that works for me a lot better. So that's a wrap, really, everybody. That's my layout, except like I said, off screen I go and I use my black fine line and I define all of those stickers and I make them pop up off that background, and you'll see that in the close-ups. I go around the banners and the words, and they really just jump off the page, and the hearts that are there, and I add some little faux stitching and so forth. So you will see that in the close-ups. I'm sorry I didn't do it on screen. It was just, I was trying to be really hard and not add anymore, but I just realized when I was sitting there and looking at it, I just had to add that little bit more. So go and check out the full playlist. Tara does a great job dragging us together every Sunday to create for you. There are some very talented creators in the group. See, you can see the outlining there. Look how much more that makes it pop. I just couldn't resist it. I had to do it. So check the full playlist, which is linked down below. If we're all playing, there are 10 of us. I really do appreciate you coming to watch every single week. Here's my next video for you, and I'll see you next Sunday when it's Scraplift Crafternoon again. Stay creative, friends.